Hey guys, thanks for jumping in on this Honest Reviews with Nick. I am pumped because I know for a lot of people out there, karaoke is a fad. It is a thing. It is, for some of y'all, it's a way of life. And so my wife and I are actually out and about, and we are with a group of people that we started building a relationship, and it just so happened that some of us are fans of karaoke. Really, a couple of them, and especially my wife, love karaoke. And so we got this karaoke machine to try out, and I'm going to give you guys my honest reviews with it. So I'll show you a couple clips of how to set it up and up close and stuff like that. I want you to see this thing now, but I do want to kind of go into it. First of all, it's called the Tonor, Tonor K20. And when I bought this on Amazon at the time, it was in the sub 300 range, which I thought was really nice. There are a lot of karaoke options out there, and honestly, a lot of them kind of look the same. They're very similar, but the price points are crazy, and the reviews are all over the place. So first and foremost, I'm going to tell you guys, I really like this little guy. A couple things that I didn't like and a couple things I did, and I'll make sure I go over these in this review. But before we go any further, make sure you mash that subscribe button. Make sure you click that notifications. And if there's anything that you're like, man, I really would love to get a review on this before I even consider getting into it, make sure you leave a comment, and I would love to test out products for you so you can get an honest review. So one really cool thing about this is it came in packaged really nice. You can see the packaging behind me a little bit right here. I was a big fan. It just was well packaged. Comes with instruction manual. Comes with a couple microphone covers like these little pop filters. Comes with a couple of these. It does come with 2 microphones. They are decent weight. I mean, just light, kind of cheaper, but they have a little weight to them. And they take 2 AA batteries each, and so they go right here in the bottom. You just screw on and screw off, and it's very simple. One button, press, hold, and it turns on. You can hear the noise coming into this speaker. Now, one thing I really like is it gives you reverb control, and for all the vocalists out there, you definitely want some reverb, and some of y'all, you need reverb. Yeah. So you need to have both. So you have your reverb control. You have microphone control, which I just blew my eardrum out. So obviously I'm holding a mic. Never hold a microphone in front of a speaker like I'm doing. So microphone volume, and then you have main volume as well. So main volume covers the whole thing, plus also your music. Now, what I really liked about this thing right off the bat was that it comes with a few options to connect your music source. It does not come with batteries. That is an additional cost, but even that being said, most devices that come with batteries usually come with like a cheap generic battery. So we went and got some, they're kind of budget, but they are, what are they called? Rayovac. And to put it into perspective, I think we had a karaoke party for what, babe? Hour and a half, 2 hours the other night? 2 to 3 hours the other night, and we never had to change the microphones on either one of the batteries on either one of the microphones. I was really impressed about that. I mean, I honestly went and bought 4 more batteries, and I thought for sure that we were going to go through all the batteries before the end of the night. And I think at the end of the night, one of the microphones said it had a 1 notification. So let me just show you that real quick, and I will show it on like the overview. But you can see right here, this little bar show you how much battery life is in there. Right now it's saying 3 because we just turned it on and it went down to 2, and it's probably going to get to 1. Like I said, 3 hours of use, and we never shut them off. We had teenagers, we had children, we had parents. It was really fun, an incredible blast. And when you're setting this up, you can reach into your little goodie bag. It comes with a little goodie bag with the pop filters, but it also comes with an auxiliary mic or auxiliary cable, and it comes with an RCA to auxiliary. So that's your white and red with I think it's 8mm or whatever. And so that goes directly into your auxiliary source. You can see that goes in right here. And you can go to any device that has a headphone jack and go out directly into this. Now, where this thing really took off for me was when I realized that it had Bluetooth capability. So you can do Bluetooth, and then I will bring the arm down. The arm has a holder right here, so you can put an iPad, a cell phone, and you can do your YouTube karaoke, or if you have a YouTube app, you can put it on there. You can Bluetooth it directly to this speaker, and you'll have the audio from your device as well as your microphones. Another option, and this is just up to you, is if you have a good sound system at home, you can run your YouTube, your karaoke, whatever, through your TV or whatever device you have, and then just simply run the microphones through the speaker. So I was unsure of how we would do it, and the way we ended up doing it was we did a iPad Bluetooth to this, and we sent it via like whatever, mirroring, screen mirroring. So all of the words were on the TV, but all of the audio came out to this through Bluetooth with the karaoke music as well as the microphones. We had it turned up all the way, and I'll be honest, not at one point did I feel like it was really lacking. I thought it was giving good energy. Would I have this in like a club environment? Probably not. Not honestly, no, not at all. But for like home, and we had a group of probably 40 of us, and it was nice and loud. It was a big space. And a couple other things I want to note that I really liked about this is, and maybe speak up any point if there is something that you want to note in there. But another thing I liked about it is you do have a USB option, so you could just simply put music on USB. Of course, then you may not have the lyrics. You have a micro SD card, so you could put music on there. And then you do get a remote control. So if you are putting a USB or micro SD, you just simply press play, and you can go to your next tracks left and right. I did not use this. I probably would never use this because I would want something that has the lyrics. You get your bass option and your treble option. You can turn those up and down. You have your master volume. And you may notice at this point that this is not plugged in. It does come with a power source. It plugs in right here in the top. Thought that was kind of an odd place. And I did not like the length of the power cable. Because of that, I would recommend if anybody gets this and you plan on using it on actual power, a power supply, that you would get an extension cord so that you can plug it in. But right now it is not plugged in, and it is at full load. It has not been plugged in for a couple days, but it also has not been on except for maybe an hour. And it says it's at full battery. And I really appreciate that that you could actually just take this, roll it. It does come with little wheels on the little casters on the back. Your handle does go. Let me show you this. This little piece right here actually compresses to fit into the grooves of the handle, which allows you to have your base station for your Bluetooth device or your screen device, so it's portable. You do not need to have it plugged in. And then body, you ready for the cake? Here's the cake. You ready for the cake? Drum roll, please. Bam. It has this cool little lighting system. Speakers light up in the front, and it gives a really cool effect in a darker room. So what do I like about this speaker? What you got? Yeah, turn the light off, Dad. Thanks. So lights off. It gives seriously, let me show you. It gives you a super cool kind of full room effect. Granted, you're typically not going to have this in the middle of a room. We had it up against the wall by a TV, but if this is portable and you have an iPad, then this is a fantastic option because you could put it in the middle of the room and you could really fill up the whole room. And I'm actually really happy. It looks a lot cooler in here than it did the other room we were in because it's more in the center. Go ahead and turn the lights on. So you get a really cool lighting effect. I'm not sure what the pattern is for the lighting, other than my thoughts is it's sound activated. So when it's turned up really loud, it just goes nuts the whole time. But it looks really cool. The kids loved it especially. So this is phenomenal for like a kids party, teenagers. But here's what I like about it. The lights are awesome. It's a great add-on. It's super stable. I do like that this doesn't pivot, doesn't move around. It's just simply a solid based light, so you don't have to worry about it getting knocked off. I love that you have an auxiliary option. I love that you have a micro SD or USB, even though I personally wouldn't use them. And you have the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth for me was the kicker because it helped us in our situation. I do like that you have a nice, strong oscillating, or whatever you would call that, telescopic handle. Plus you have caster wheels. And then you have these little mic clips that simply rotate into place. They lock into place. And your microphones are stationary, which is really nice. And then also on the side, you do get nice little handles to carry. What do I not like? What I don't like about it is I feel like it's a little small. It is the size of a carry-on luggage. And while it's convenient, and I feel like they could have gone just a little bit bigger, and I noticed that the microphones and the music, when you go all the way up, gets a little distorted. Granted, that's pretty common in a lower powered speaker setup. So I would think maybe just a little bit bigger, and I would like the light to be a little bit bigger or have some type of refraction ability so that the lighting would go a little more forward, because when we were in our room, we were up against the wall and it only kind of lit up a certain part of the room. For what we used it for, it was really great. In a home, in a smaller room, just fantastic. But once you get to more of a 30 by 30 room or something bigger, 30 by 20 room, gets a little bigger, I think it kind of gets a little underpowered and a little underplayed. For anybody looking for a karaoke machine, this is a fantastic option without having to pay extra for a built-in screen when most people already have some type of TV, tablet, or even an iPhone. This would be great for a little party corner. But all that being said, this is the Tonor K20. On an Honest Reviews with Nick, if someone said, hey man, I'm looking for a sub $300, well-built karaoke machine, what would you suggest? I would suggest this. The other thing that I didn't like is we didn't know of a way to change the volume, and this mic sounds a little bit quieter. So when you have a louder person singing and a quieter person, you can't really adjust the individual microphones on their volume. So there might be a way to do that. I did not see them. Remember, my honest reviews are simply what is the easiest way straight out of the box. Yeah, I don't see any way to change that. And my reviews are specific to a non-techie, non-professional, novice person buying a device out of the box. How easy is this for me to use? How capable is it to do what it needs to do? And then is it well built? Out of the box, this is so simple. This is an out of the box option for anybody. Well built, honestly. You got a nice metal mesh screen here. The housing is very solid. This thing has been rolled around, moved around, picked up. This is, honestly, I think it's an incredibly well built. I would want something just a little bit bigger, and I don't mind. I'm capable of carrying something heavier, but as someone who's looking for a lightweight, portable karaoke option, the Tonor K20 is a fantastic option. And I give it, what do you give, babe, out of score out of 10? You give it a 7? So my wife gives it a 7. Why do you give it a 7? Where's the points missing?
Just because it's small.
So she says the same thing. It's a little smaller than.
It's like on the ground.
It's on. Thank you for saying that. So this is on a table right now, but we had to elevate it because if it was on the ground, it's just going to hit bodies and it's going to absorb that sound. So we ended up putting it on a table as well while we were doing karaoke. This, I personally do not feel like it would perform at its best on the ground, and it doesn't come with any type of stand. And I wish they would have put a port on the bottom so you could put it on like a speaker stand that we're very familiar with using from our live sound production and a lot of purposes where we typically have speakers on stands. So I agree. Thank you for mentioning that. It's on the ground. It's not elevated, and there's really not a way to elevate it unless you put it on something else. So I would give it an 8 because of those 2 points. I like the quality for what it is. It's nice and strong and loud. The lights on the front were super cool and surprising. I didn't know it came with that. I expected this. I thought it was going to be cheesy, but it was actually way cooler than I thought. I think the volume's great for what it is, but my 2 points are it's too small and it's on the ground. So that being said, guys, if you have any questions, let's go back and forth in the comments. You can find this on Amazon, and I will have a link in the video description. But thank you so much for being a part of my honest reviews. I was excited to bring this machine to you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback, or if you're familiar with this device or some other comparison, let me know. Thanks, guys, for being a part of the Honest Reviews community.